Howdy, hombres! My name's L.A.zy and I welcome you all back to Hate Plus. Now, according to what we uncovered in the last episode, it appears that something really bad happened on the ship that we're exploring. A genocide, if you will. It basically was never mentioned in Analog Hate Story or any other documents that we've uncovered so far, and that was actually a bit of a shocker to me because, like I said, it wasn't covered anywhere. So let's keep on reading and see what we have left to read. Man, I'm gonna need so much water for this. Hold on. I need to take a drink to freshen up my throat a bit. Don't think if cold would work, but it's better than nothing. Okay, let's see. Wow, you and the mirror. Again with all the swearing. I knew that boy was cruel, but man, I didn't realize just how bad he was. What a fucker. Which one? That guy? He was a man in a complicated adult relationship with your son Bob. Seems kind of romantic. So this happened last weekend. I went over to his family's place in the plaza at midday. The front area was all but empty. I think there may have been a customer or two that time. But only the sort who were actually there for food. I don't know why. The food is awful. Hey, I'm going into the back to see him, I said to Mimi's mother, who was behind the counter. Fuck off, the cranky old crone said. Sure thing, I said. I don't really bother arguing with her because who cares? At the end of the day, I'm still taking her son as a lover. I don't really think the idea of being taken is as romantic as he says. That's his phrasing, by the way, not mine. I would have just said it. I was banging him, but he told me, I like the sound of taking so-and-so as a lover. I want to be taken as a lover. Taken, that's the kind of possessiveness I like the sound of. I don't really get it, and I also don't really think anyone would believe that I'm the one doing the talking. Sure, I'm taller and manlier and a noble, but he is a domineering little man in comparison to me. If he says he likes something, then I'll do it. So he's taken by me as a lover. Anyway, so I walked into the perfectly legal friendly gambling room. Well, that's obvious. In the back, he wasn't playing, he was studying at the computer, which isn't really weird or anything, but he seemed to be studying together with some other man, which surprised me. I mean, it wasn't jealous or anything. Well, fine, maybe a little. I mean, he does flirt with a lot of men and women, but I don't care about that, because he's trying to get money out of them, but I know I'm special, or at least I hope I'm special. Honestly, though, I was mostly just surprised at that point. Flirting with other men was only while playing cards and studying together is our thing. He said hi to Mimi, he turns around to wave at me, and the other guy turns around and look. This is important, I swear, he looks just like me. It's fucking uncanny, okay? Wow, weird. Studying hard? I asked Mimi. Still classic nature. The one you said last week was so easy when you did it, he said, affecting the pout. It was cute, although I worried right with that I had actually hurt his feelings. I've been really struggling, so I'm taking a break from gambling to dedicate myself to my studies. In retrospect, the idea of him taking a break from gambling should have been the giveaway, but I'm dumb apparently. He's been doing pretty well though, I'm proud of him, his friend said. Once you could break and go out for dinner, I offered. You're welcome to come too. I trailed off. Sorry, I don't think I caught your name. You two don't know each other already? I would have thought since you're both, he said, surprised. Huh? Both what? I asked confused. We're both from the Hale family, he said. You really never met? No! I said earnestly surprised. I stared, trying to figure out if I'd seen him before, but I couldn't remember seeing him at any family gatherings. That didn't really mean a whole lot, though, because seriously, fuck a Hale family gatherings. I paid as little attention as I possibly can to them. I don't think I could name half of my cousins truthfully. You at the last family gathering? I wasn't, unfortunately. I was ill, he said. Fair enough. But I'm Hyo Sung Bok. It's nice to meet you. What's your name? My jaw dropped. Huh? Oh, really? I'm Seung Bok. What's your name? I'm Seung Bok. What's your name? It's also Seung Bok, I stammered. Nice to meet you. Anyway, boy, I can't do dinner out. Too poor. We could eat out in front, though, Mimi suggested. Mimi's mother's restaurant, which is basically worse than dying. Well, thinking about it right now, maybe it's not really shit food. She just had it out for me. And fuck, that's totally it, isn't it? Anyway, it didn't seem like a good idea. I'll cover it, don't worry about it, I insisted. For both of you, let's just get out of here. Well, fine, He shrugged. We went to the place across from his, which is decent enough. So, are you also in security? I asked the other young buck. Yes, of course, he said. I'm the second lieutenant of Deck 10, actually. Yourself? I felt really humbled, being way the fuck outranked by this guy. Just a lowly officer in the plaza, sir. Oh, there's no need to sir me, he smiled. Are you alright? You're staring. Mimi laughed, prodding at me from under the table. I'm fine, just a little surprised is all. I lied. Honestly, it was kind of freaking me the fuck out. We talked more even after we'd finished dinner, and frankly, I just got more and more alarmed by how much we had in common past the whole name thing. I mean, the name thing was weird. Neither of the characters in mine are really common at all. And it turned out he even wrote them the same way as mine, and he ordered the same food as me right before I did. And was the same age, which made me feel pretty shitty about my own accomplishments, let me tell you. Men or women? I asked. Oh, women, he answered. Definitely women. Well, finally, there's a difference, I said exasperately. Ahem! Mimi cleared his throat conspicuously. Well, except for him. He's cute enough that any inconvenient exception for him, the other young buck said, looking at me. I was thinking that maybe starting together with young buck would be a regular thing, he said, making flirty eyes. Not in my direction. I like to get through dreaming of the red chamber together with him, at the very least, since he's waiting. So have I stammered, awkwardly trying to fight for his attention because I'm an idiot. We've just gotten to chapter 20 together, where Bao Yu sleeps in front of the mirror, remember? He smiled. Besides, don't you think it would be nice, me being together with Young Buck and Young Buck? You wouldn't have to take up so much of your time so you could focus more on exams so you could get promoted. I just gaped in horror at his proposal as if he could fucking suggest such an awful thing. I wanted to spend more time with him, no less. It was just, the thought I was basically replaceable in his eyes. I'd been worried about that in our relationship, that I was just some interchangeable noble in his eyes, and was just making it all worse. I really don't think that's kind of... I stammered something like that. I can't remember that exact wording. Mimi, I don't want to be replaced with some mere version of that. And then I stopped the sentence. Do you think he's figured it out yet? The merest young buck asked him, trying to stifle laughter. You can't keep supping. I told you hadn't read it. Mimi said enthusiastically. You're fucking with me, I finally said. A little, Mimi said. Oh, I thought it seemed unbelievable. Come on, dream of the Red Chamber. You were supposed to have studied literature as far as becoming an officer. The merest young buck said to me, suddenly switching to a lot less stilted voice. You don't remember the part where Bao Yu meets the other Bao Yu. The thing we spent the past hour reenacting. I was not really good at classical literature, I admitted. See? I'm right, aren't I? Mimi asked, looking at the merest young buck expectantly. Well, alright, fine, he said, reaching into his purse and putting down money on the table. Like I said before, of course it couldn't be true that Mimi was taking a break from gambling. Who's a giant fucking idiot? This guy! I cracked up before he figured it out. He went. I'm speechless. He really swears so much. He said goodbye and left. Fucking hell, I can't believe you do that to me. I yelled at him, honestly upset. Mimi, you giant fucking... It's such a stupid insult, but for some reason it makes me smile. Mimi got up and came over to my side of the table, sitting next to me. Well, you're an idiot for believing it, he said, wrapping his arm around my shoulder. I was upset at him, but I have a hard time saying no to physical comfort from him, even when I think he's an asshole. Then he looked at me very slowly and intensely and said, there's no such thing as mirror versions of someone. There's no such thing as someone out there who is like you, except more desirable. You're special to me, and I can't believe you're actually stupid enough to think that I could find any way to replace you at all. There's no such thing as someone who I love in the way I love you. Am I perfectly clear? I don't get the relation at all. Yeah, I croaked. I felt pretty humbled and touched, still upset but mostly touched. It was sweet in its own awful way. If you're not too mad at me, I'm going to kiss you now, and it's going to make me really happy, because you're special and have a good taste and are someone I love, he said pretty close. If that's alright with you. Yeah, it is, I know, he said. Cool fucker. Oh boy. Okay, what else do we have? The most extravagant bribe in I guess the Rai family house never really changed much. Dear Counselor Zhou Jin Yong, no photo available. Counselor Zhou was the replacement Counselor of Agriculture. I had the utmost pleasure of being invited to Rai Guangsu's home to discuss business with the man. You were right. One of the Rai family wants to gain in their pocket. They sure don't fuck around about it. It's by far the most extravagant form of bribery I've ever witnessed. I'm pretty surprised that it's his brother that's the chief counselor, not him, because he seems a hell of a lot bolder than me. And all the council nobility families like this, because holy shit, I could sure get used to being in these ranks. briefly mentioned a possible deck-space deal over drinks, and mostly the evening was filled with digestion. Hell of a job with digestion, though. I thought he couldn't get any crazier than when he casually mentioned busting out some vintage 4000 wine, but then he did. Instead of just some regular household serving delivery, he got L.A.zy herself delivered. Ah, her. How humiliating. I saw her a couple of times at the eternity before it closed down. She's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. Pretty much. Loved her performances. She just saunters out casually, uncorks a 40-year-old bottle and kneels down like a common maid to pour it for us. It was unbelievable. Then she sang for us, which I'd never heard before. Needless to say, her voice was as entrancing, as beautiful as you'd expect, and the wine was just as smooth. Performance went on for about half an hour, singing about, well, the usual things. Lost love, the passage of time, that sort of sentimental shit. The theater slogan was playful elegance, and holy shit, she still embodied that. It's guilty pleasure, but I can't say that her singing about past romance is emotionally effective, and it haunts your soul. Pretty envious of Raya that you can apparently just hear that kind of performance whenever he wants, like it's no big deal. Anyway, then she sat down next to me with her leg brushing against mine and kept pouring more wine. I mean, I'm not stupid. I know that Raya was trying to seduce me with that kind of treatment. She just wants me to imagine how impressive Raya must be. Froze! That was the point where you mentioned the possibility of getting my family some deck space that's more spacious than where we were before. Like maybe even with a window to the stars. That's a romantic thought, that's damn sure. Got a chance to talk to L.A.zy while Raya wasn't can. Mostly used the opportunity to gush about how big a fan I was of hers. She was very gracious in listening to me. Oh, she kept the hairpin. Wow. I like that hairpin you have, I told her. It's very bold. Oh, this? It's rather ugly, wouldn't you say? She said with a delightful laugh. I promised my first love that I'd hold on to it. Then Raya came back in the room and we talked about our days at the Marumo University. He wanted to know what things were like nowadays, and I was pretty happy to oblige with stories about my undergraduate studies. At the end of the evening, he said he had discussing business for next time, that he wanted to hear more stories about his old professors. I'm not stupid enough to think that he's interested in a legitimate friendship, but if this is what my counsel is worth, man, I'll take it. They really do not do things by half measures. With regards, Counselor Tai. Hyunai looked pretty sad. Man, this hand of mine is just... I lost all blood in this, so I'm just kind of letting it rest until the circulation gets back. Bureaucrat class act. Wow, she's really even more hostile than before. Let's get straight to the most important item of the session, the Bureaucrat class act. Otherwise known as the cleaning up the mess that everyone should have seen coming a year ago at. Counselor. Don't counselor me! Can acknowledge for the record this intended damage control for the idiotic one lineage amendment. This level of pettiness is truly necessary. I really think you're out of line, too. Glad you offered your obligatory throwaway opinion on the session, Counselor Han. What? Are we done with the derailment, Counselor Mute? No derailment from me. Clearly it's important to put this act through. I just want to start out by acknowledging for the record that this is a direct response to the problems caused by the one lineage amendment. That's all. Fine, so noted. Now can we move on? Sure, go ahead. You have the floor, Counselor Smith. Contrary to what Counselor Mute says, this has nothing to do with the one lineage amendment. The purpose of the act is to weaken the lower class by dividing them. You mean the class that will be bolstered by alienating new noble families with like every single session of council? Really hostile. Didn't you say you'd stop? I don't think I can be any more blunt. This isn't related to the one lineage amendment. The goal is to create a new social class with a higher standing than the peasantry without nearly as high a cost as the noble families. There's about 10 appendices that outline the whole proposed arrangement. I still don't get any of this. What are they talking about? Is there room to debate on these numbers? Heavens, no. As I understand, it's a very delicate budget. There's really no room for any amendment. Understood. Not everything needs to be a giant hostile debate. Despite the Council of Security's penchant for it, surely we can agree on Council Raya's proposal without needing for the debate. Okay, I'm not going to dignify that, but I'm pretty sure you meant Councilor Smith. Yes, I misspoke, but thanks for the pedantry. And does anyone object? I'll second the motion to vote, if you need one. Nope, I don't object. And with no objections, a vote will automatically be called. How does the council vote? The Council of Security is in favor. That's a surprise. It's neither the time nor the place for your pettiness, okay? Just register your vote. You're one talk, but of course I'm in favor. Likewise, Councillor of Agriculture is in favor. Councillor of Culture is in favor. Councillor of Engineering and Science is in favor. Councillor of Cabinet is in favor. Naturally, Councillor of State is in favor. The act passes unanimously then. It shall be sent directly to the President for signing. Doesn't really get any of this boring stuff at all. Since there isn't really anything else important to the agenda, I move to dismiss Council. We're actually in agreement. Motion second. Council will reconvene at a date to be determined next month. Dismissed. Okay, what's next? Please talk to me. So we have to extract more stuff. Okay, we'll do that. Those files said answer me. I need to find that file and see what. Hey, did you not see that one labeled Death of Mute? I really think it's important that we read it. I'm just going to make it so that one gets included in the extraction. We don't want to read it. That's interesting. Extract new messages. Death of Mute. Get the fuck back. Bitmap data. So chief fired. Charging. Some records. New election night. Pale bride. Witness's wife. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Extract this. And we can pick 3 more. It's extraction. Alright. We have no more power left. First, I want to read this. He got engaged to a woman. Dearest young buck, I know you think I am in error, untranslatable, but please just at least hear me out. If I have to beg, I'll beg, but just please, after all the good times we shared together, I think it deserves to be heard out. I wish you could understand, she's just a woman. I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. I was wrong not to tell you about the engagement sooner, but what was I supposed to do about it? I didn't have any effective choice in the matter. It's about money, young buck. I promise, it's only about money. It's really cruel to her. I wish she didn't want to either. Getting on by gambling can only go so far, and with all the morality crackdowns as of late, it's not sustainable. You should know that as well as anyone working in security. If it was just me that was poor, it would be fine, but my family, well, we needed the dowry, and yes, we're going to have a child together, but only for the money. It's just for the motherhood credit. Do you really think I'm the sort of person who enjoy being married to a woman? Besides, she needs it too. I don't love her and never will because she's not my cute security boy. It's that. I'm just taking pity on the poor woman whose family can't afford to support her anymore. Please, honestly. You've seen what she looks like. If I don't take her in, who would? She's not a threat to you. I realize intent isn't what's important, so still, I'm sorry that I've managed to hurt you like I have. I was thoughtless to not consider your feelings, but that doesn't mean we still can't be together if you can forgive me. I guess you really loved him, huh? I always tried to be very cool when I was with you, but I just can't do it now. You mean so much to me. My life's so much better with you in it. I know I'm married to a woman right now, but the only space in my heart is for you, cute boy. Please forgive me. Please, 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 please. I'm just so sorry to have hurt you, and I just want to make it right. If I have to suffer, then fine, I deserve it. But I know you're hurting too. I just want to make it right. No, painfully, Mimi. Oh, that's so sad. Fired. What? Why? Apartment status? No time to make the bed this morning. Joke's on me. Dishes need to be washed and broken. Mixing bowls need replacing. Floor needs to be swept. In retrospect, I suppose it was an inevitability. For the last month, I was the only woman in the department still left, excluding custodial services and the like. Certainly the last with any sort of engineering qualifications at all. Most quit. My mother tells me that all of them are pregnant now. I didn't realize my position might be in peril. I assumed I would continue to work in engineering forever, even given my pay cuts. Considering the possibility I'm actually a naive idiot. Yesterday I delivered my report to radiation problems to the research chief. The entire presentation took an hour, covering most of the material in the 100-page report, so that really wasn't costing. If they knew back then why. And he seemed to find my conclusions both reasonable and useful. At least he said as much. And he was taking notes the whole time. He seemed satisfied that I proved the hypothesis. That increased levels of ambient radiation that had a negative effect on fertility rates. I would like to extend this research further, I told him. I have reason to believe that not only could it hypothetically have an impact, but the low birth rates on the Lungwa are related to ambient radiation being outside safe levels. I think understanding this could be the first step in addressing a serious problem. Well, hold off on the proposal for now while I think about it. That's an interesting theory. I don't know if there's really room for funding in that, but I do see the importance, he said to me. Oh, I don't understand what you did, because near the end of the day I got the message from saying that I was fired effective the end of tomorrow. I feel as though I should have seen it coming. I suppose the friendliness was cowardice and an unwillingness to deliver the message to my face. I feel betrayed by his actions. While I was sitting there, stunned, Han walked into my office. I glared at him, told me that my replacement had decided that he wanted me to put his name in as the most qualified. I glared at him more, speechless that he would suggest such a thing. Ah, that's so gross. If you don't, I'll tell your husband that you... And then he made a vulgar hand gesture toward his mouth. I was sickened, I was angry. My boss treated me as though I had no value was bad enough. To be blackmailed by someone like Han was beyond reproach. Han, he's awful. He was supposed to be her colleague, but he did horrible things to Kim So-yi. I'm still angry thinking about it, actually. I wanted to tell him to leave me alone, that I never would. What I really wanted to say was, fuck off! I tried. I was unable to work up the nerve. All I could do was log off my workstation for the last time and watch the image of Nae Moon on the desk fade away. Nae Moon was Kim So-yi's older husband. He seemed to care about it a lot. I did not want him to see it. I tried to storm out of the office, but he grabbed me by the arm. He said that he meant that he wanted what he said in a threatening tone. I didn't care. Do what you will, I choked out and yanked my arm away. I hurried out, not caring what people thought as I left the apartment building upset. The threats were disgusting, but at the moment I felt like they held no power. I had already lost my job, the most important thing to me. If I have no purpose, it is hard to be afraid. I feel stupid and naive for not realizing. The timing could not have been a coincidence. Being fired right after delivering my last report, maybe I should have held on to the report I stalled. Maybe I should have known how precarious my position was. I'm an idiot. Late evening addendum to this diary entry. My husband was very nice and supportive when I delivered news to him. I have one more day, but I do not think I'll go in, I said. Oh, hell no, of course not. Those bastards don't deserve that, he said, putting his hand on my shoulder. You're so tense. I mean, of course you are. I'm sorry, dear. Turn a bit. I'll give you a massage. I obliged and he started to rub my shoulders. That's so nice of you. I really like to have someone like that. Ah, I said, it felt nice. Thank you. I didn't know what else to say. Oh, because the counselor of engineering became someone in the Han family. I get it. Can I ask your family for help? Maybe there's something they can do about your own boss, I mean. He suggested. He was trying to be helpful, but unfortunately was not. I don't think anyone wanted to throw around much influence since the family lost the counselorship. There's complicated politics involved. I don't understand them really, I told him. I'll ask my dad, but I'm very confident that he will help. That sucks, he said warmly. I agreed with the assessment. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life now, I sighed with him. That job was everything, and I'm hardly qualified to do anything else. Everyone else is settling down and having kids, but I trailed off. I did not want to offend him by suggesting that I did not want to have kids with him, which is not to say